Next one we are doing tonight is Boy Next Door, which is again huge vibe switch, but we are doing it. So very excited. The song list is short, so we should get done with this within reasonable time, which is always fun. The first one is I again don't know the track listing for this, so let me know what it is. But we have the first one. I have no idea what the first one is since it's in Korean. Probably should translate it. But I Like You, I think, is potentially the translation. But I Like You. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sarah and Kaylee. Only one. Serenade. I don't know what the fourth one is. I would say Bonito, maybe. Earth, Wind, Fire. It looks like, wow, I need to brush up. I have to learn Korean at some point. So, Nice Guy, and then I Love You is the last one. So, fourth one is Sometimes. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Maybe Bonito is later on. So, very cool. All right. Again, I don't know too much about Boy Next Door. The only familiarity that I have was we watched this one time. And I think it was actually, I think it might have been Earth, Wind, and Fire. But we did, Boy Next Door. Oh my God. Oh no. How do oh my God, Harmony, I'll have to catch up on B&D when it's posted. I have a few things to do. Get up wicked early. No problem. Appreciate it. They are bonito though. I was like, what the fuck is this? Now I get it. Okay, like I said, brain aneurysm moment here. My only familiarity with Boy Next Door is that we did check. I'm pretty sure we checked out Earth, Wind, and Fire, but it was the first take Japanese version. I'm pretty positive, and I enjoyed that. So probably I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy Boy Next Door, but very nice. Let's see. Boy Next Door debuted in 2023. 6 members under KOZ Entertainment, Zico's company. I think you've heard a handful of their songs, but still very nice. I appreciate it, Kaylee. And yeah, thanks to Kaylee for adding Bittersweet. But I Like You is the first song. Kaylee says their MVs have a story that is quite easy to follow, so definitely keep an eye out. I will. Thank you. You mean you weren't speaking my strange alien language? How dare it could be, listen, I've had a fun time with chat. Maybe you've, assimilated to a new language, a collective audio addiction language, so anyway, this is But I Like You. Let's check it out.
내가 맺힌 건지 함 줘봐 손이 슬쩍 단 듯한데 날 보고 싶구네 뭐 이리 예뻐 미쳤나 봐 I'm sorry 자 이제 여기부터 문제야 너게랑 발전기 돌아
Oh, nice.
I'm going crazy, but no way, no way, no way. 나쁜 놈으로 빚은 그거 no way. Always, always, always. 모든 네가 날 like 따로 보는지 사랑을 공부해. Oh oh, 나보고 바보래. No oh, 내 모습 비웃지 마. 나 진지하단 말야. 자 이제 다시 한번 문제야. 이 감정 처음도 아닌데. 이번엔 좀 달라. 숨도 못 쉬었나 미쳤나. Oh my god. 돌아버리겠다. But
I love that like melody change. That's so much fun.
아니야?
Oh no, that's where it ended. Oh no, Oh no, 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 no! I should expect. I mean, I should expect this at the same point because this is a high. This is a subsidiary of Hype. Oh my god! All right, this was Boy Next Door. But I Like You, I believe, was the song. So, uh, this is good. I like this. This is so much fun. I will say this ends extremely abruptly. I don't know if that's intentional because this may be a part of a larger thing, but God, man, do I have to go on the high brand again about how short their songs are? um, I like the vibe, very like indie, especially with the like the very interesting like guitar work. I feel like I again instinctually point that out because I just have been playing guitar for such a long time that it just feels so ingrained to talk about the guitar first, and that's not discredit to Boy Next Door whatsoever. Um, but I really liked it. I love the kind of like like jangly, like very like trebly guitar tone that they're using. I would imagine they're actually probably using a guitar similar to this, like the Fender Strat, like single coil. Really fun. Sounds like an insanely fun guitar riff, so I'll have to try to look it up and figure out how to play it because it sounds really fun. But I think this one's so sweet. Like there's something about their vocal tones that just is like really light, really bubbly. It is fun. I think the music video is also shot really well too. Like I just love like them just like chilling out, driving around. But I really kind of enjoy that like vocal tone as well. It's just like all of them have like a really sweet tone collectively, and I think that they all got to highlight themselves super well. Um, I don't know if I have anybody that stands out right away. They were all really good. I think I don't know. Maybe somebody in chat could explain who did this rap section here. I want to say it's I like I said, I don't know who's up front here doing. Is this Jaehoon? I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I was gonna say it's Jaehoon. Okay, fair enough. Um, he's cool. I like it. That's young Jaehoon. Okay. Um, he's cool. He had a particular swagger about him that I appreciated. Um, I'm curious if he'll be my bias in this group or not. Um, but yeah, this was fun. I really do want to check this out. Oh, obviously we'll be checking more of this out, but I'm curious to see how they move along in their music video discography as well as just their like growth as artists. So since this was like I think it was pre-debut if I saw in chat correctly, but Sarah says side note, but their K-pop Dresses Me for a Week was my absolute favorite thing to watch when it came out. I watched it probably 20 times in like 2 weeks. Holy shit. Cody says there's already a Jaehoon collab stage, but it is so many years ago. We need a new one. Ooh, okay. If we have time, Sarah, I don't know how long that video is, but we could potentially watch it at the end. Kelly says their music puts me in a good mood. They were crushing on the same. They were crushing on the same girl. I did notice that. I was like, are they all in love with the same girl? Connie says I fell in love with Jihoon when I saw him crying after their debut. Oh, I feel like that's like I said, watching now, knowing the struggle of like shows like that, you can't help but feel like a level of endearment for them regardless of like if they make it onto the group or not. It's just like if I was putting my whole back and like my body into doing like this for like multiple times, it's like God, like that's insane. You know what I mean? So I respect the dedication that you must have Sarah says, "Don't ask for a Bonito collab stage Rex, because I only suggested BND ZB1 for the third gen group medley." Connie says, "I already have three Jaehoon biases: Jaehoon from NCT, Jaehoon from the boys, and Jaehoon from Bonito." Oh my god. Um, yeah, do you have to keep them distinct? I agree with Sarah. Um, the first three songs we'll listen to are the three songs on their debut single. Okay, very nice. Um, very nice. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. This next one is called Only, One and Only. Excuse me, I can't read tonight.
Boy next door. Hey, representing KOZ. Word up. 어느 옷을 고를까나 let me choose one. 백은 써 샘플 맞춤은 조금 튀어. 돌고 돌아 처음 입은 걸로 픽. 향수 칙하고 이 한번 확인 is perfect. Yeah. I'm a fresh so clean 너무 말끔해. 문 밖을 나서니까 바로 바뀌어 face. 사진 찍힐 땐 스무스하게 단청해. Hello world, this is boy next door. 집에 일찍 들어갈 맘은 없어. 24/7 멋진 날이야. 날 가만 내버려두지 마. I will be your ideal type. 그대 가기 전에 내려와. Listen, I'm the one and only. One and only. 나머지는 없이 별 볼래. Keep ballin'. Listen, I'm the one and only. Natural is that shit. 어디 갔어, lady? Listen, I'm the one. Yeah, walking down Main Street, showing the way 비친 내 모습 better than any other brand. 루틴하는 발걸음. 바퀴됐어도 시선 느껴져. Sunglass 껴도 넌 what you wanna call it. 만점 출시됐으니 자랑질 좀 해야지. Limit이 대비셔.
Oh man, pulled up in the Heelys.
집에 일찍 들어갈 맘은 없어. 24/7 멋진 날이야. 가만히 있기 어려워 나. I'm not just a stereotype. 딴데 가기 전에 넘어와. Listen, I'm the one and only. One and only. 나머지는 없지 별 볼래. Keep ballin'. Listen, I'm the one and only. Natural is that shit. 어디 갔어, lady? Listen, I'm the one. No cure. Who's there? The boy next door. 모두와 같진 않지만 뭐든 될 수 있어. If you don't know, now you know. Listen, I'm the one and only. One and only. 나머지는 없이 별 볼래. Keep ballin'. Listen, I'm the one and only. Natural is that shit. 어디 갔어, lady? Listen, I'm the one and only.
Oh. So, chat. All right, this was Boy Next Door, One and Only. I did notice the girl in the clothing shop, and I'm pretty sure it was the same girl from the first MV. So we're migrating, as Kala had said. We're moving, we're zooming, just like Jaehoon on the Heelys. Sorry, terrible joke. I like this. This was super fun, lively, upbeat. Very cool song. I think I've started to locate people I like in Boy Next Door right now. I do really love Sungho in that like bridge section. Man, he crushed it. So good. His vocals were like, that falsetto tone was chef's kiss. It sounded so clear. It was like filtered water, you know. I love that. Great stuff. He's got an amazing voice. I also really liked, I'm pretty sure it's Woonhak. He's the one that, let me see if I can go back. He was the guy in this sweater here, this section, like in this like fucking leopard sweater here. Hard. first of all, that'd take a lot of respect to rock, in my opinion, but loved him. He is like, you just see him and you're like, damn, I feel good. You know what I mean? Like I feel happy. You know what I mean? Like he's got a big smile, but like his voice feels like happiness. I feel like that's the best way I could describe his voice. Great stuff. I genuinely feel like he is like, I noticed him in the first MV and I enjoyed his vocals, but like in this song I feel like he was even more standout. So shout outs to both of those. But I'm starting to navigate a little bit, so I feel it's good. It feels good. Sun just says they are super cute, like the song. Agreed. And shout outs to their team for the excellent styling. Agreed. The styling was on point in this MV. Sarah says something I super love and appreciate about them is like their music feels so real. Like it's both awkward and confident in the way that a normal teenage boy is. Something I love about Zykers and Boys Next Door is how charismatic they both are. I would agree, but they're charismatic, I think, in different points. I feel like charismatic in the sense of like, I feel like obviously listening to both of these groups back to back, like I feel like Zykers is more charismatic in like a little bit of a pompous sort of way, not like not in like a dick way, right? Like I think that they know that they're confident, right? Like there's something about their music that I'm just like, you know, I gotta respect that they're confident, right? You know what I mean? Like even if like I don't get it, it's like I gotta respect that, right? And they're saying you gotta put respect on me, and I've given that respect. So I feel like Zykers is like that, where I feel like Boys Next Door is like probably me prior to doing YouTube, where I was very like awkward. You know, I was probably them as a teenage kid, so a teenage boy. So I feel that I feel that vibe, even though I was not a K-pop star. So they are very boyish. I agree, but it does seem very authentic. I would agree. I would absolutely agree with both Sarah and Kaylee's comments for sure. So there's so much shit I don't even want to get into. So it just says they do seem very authentic and relatable. Connie says that Woonhak is the best. I saw a video of him comforting a fan at their concerts because she lost her dad, and he said, "We always are here for you." Oh my god. Oh, in the feels right now. Oh man, that's so nice. Oh, that wins brownie points a little bit for me. That's so sweet. Kelly says they are boyish. I agree. But wow, that's awesome. That brought a tear to my eye. I was really that's so nice. Big salute to them. And Jaehoon cried the whole time because of that fan. Oh my god. I'll have to find some good clips of Myungjae hosting Mnet Countdown. He oozes charisma. Ooh, okay. Facts. All right. Well, we are continuing on with the BND playlist, and the next one is Serenade. Let's check it out. I know I could just click on the next video and see what it is, but it is what it is.
아 진짜 긴장돼 죽겠네 굳어버린 입술포 이러다가 말짱 광냐 실수할라 나 몰라 No more next chance, just do it 하이 날씨도 좋은데 잠깐 좀 거리가 약간 좀 내 말투 just for you
Oh.
새벽 3시 반쯤 메시지를 날려줘 밤새며 수다 떨고 일상을 공유하고 싶어 아이 튕기지 마줘 친구는 싫은데요 머리부터 발끝 아니 내 심장까지 쪼여오는데 I love you baby 왜 shoulder들아 내 진심을 동네방네 달아 이웃들 야야야 제발 좀 잠 좀 자자 I swear you like it 지금 내 playlist 금요일의 시간 어때요
Ooh, I love this section. Aw. All right. This was Boy Next Door Serenade. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Kaylee says, "Why can't I have 6 K-pop idols sing to me at my window?" Well, given the nature of how often you post about your weather, we can't tell if it's gonna be negative 68 degrees or 105. So that was a terrible joke. Anyway, this was Serenade by Boy Next Door. This was don't call me out. No, I thought this was awesome. This is definitely more my vibe. No, I apologize, Kaylee. That felt very targeted, and I didn't mean to. It was right there. It just felt very funny. I thought this was a great song. Like the melody choice in this was so excellent. And I feel like, again, I know we've talked about their like they're just like goofiness. And I think that this song obviously shows the awkwardness of like obviously how they're able to portray it, but just like we just talked about like the authenticity of them, but I feel like this song so far has felt the most authentic to what I feel like they are capable of doing, and I love that. I feel like you get groups that are obviously like hard hitting, very high energy, and that's great, and I love them. But I think that this one is just like, I just think that this to me feels very like grounded in the sense of like I couldn't imagine obviously like 6 K-pop idols being out front of like anywhere remotely close to me, but like there is a sense of reality of like if it feels weirdly real in that capacity. I don't know, maybe it's just again the little bit of like K-pop delulu I have potentially, but I think it's really nice, and like I love the way that it's shot, and like all of the MV so far has been really cool in the sense of like it is pinpointing like the one girl that they're all trying to essentially like chase after, and the perspective in terms of like MV is always really cool to me, because I think of K-pop in like two folds of like, is the musicality good, which I feel like a large majority of that time is really good, but then at the same point I feel like it also is equally interestingly dynamic to how well the MV is, right? Like I feel like when I see a lot of comments and talk to a lot of y'all about like K-pop, like I feel like the visuality and like seeing the MV I feel like is an equal, if not a crucial impact to like how that song is is registered in your head. And I feel like they do a great job of obviously keeping the music awesome and really memorable, but then I feel like they do a great job of filling along a storyline that I feel like people can relate to in some capacity, right? And so I think they do a great job of telling that story. So kudos to their team. They're doing a great job of that. I love the chorus of this song. I think the chorus is super catchy. Overall, I think like I don't know if I could pick a favorite in this. I just loved it all. It was just really, really sick. I think there was definitely parts where I really loved Lehan. I feel like he's got a really nice voice as well, and I don't know if I've been able to really point out his stuff as much, but like he's got a really nice like clear tone as well too, that I appreciate. And Woonhak crushed it again. He's got the charisma for days. So I love it. This was probably my favorite so far, but I feel like we still got a couple more, so I don't want to just validate that one. So Kaylee says no, it's valid about my weather comment from earlier. I don't like it. I don't want to go too into chat. I just think it's funny to poke the bear a little bit to some degree. Sandra says, I just can't imagine the level of Jululu this inspires, and I'm here for it. Joking aside, I love the song. Well, this song was written and inspired by Jaehoon's parents' love story. Oh, that's so sweet. Sarah says, I've never been a teenage boy, thank God, but this seems pretty right. I mean, yeah, that's about right, actually. I would like to, as being a teenage boy at some point in time, I can agree this is close. Though I didn't live in like a city with like a cul-de-sac, so I feel like that's probably on me. But that this checks the bar of teenage boyhood, I would argue. So very nice. I grew up in the boonies. I was a country kid. Kyle says, did you dance outside people's windows? No, I did not. I did not. So I said some of it was true. I didn't say all of it was true. Kelly says, me living in a cul-de-sac right now. Yeah, I lived out in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. I was a country kid, so anyway, enough about me. The next one is, it looks like it, I have no idea what this one is, so we're gonna just get into it. So let's check it out. You're still in the middle of nowhere, that is true. But sometimes. Okay. Thank you, Kaylee.
You're so bad, you know. 뻔뻔하게 거짓말로 돌려막고 낯선 향기만 묻혀니 사랑 따위 하지 말지. 그래 오히려 좋지. 시원하게 용기 넣었지. I swear you're never greatest. 나만 바보였지. 못 같아. 다정했던 사진 속 네 모습이 다 똑같아. 이번엔 다를 거라 했었던 말도. Sometimes 꺼져버리지. But sometimes 네가 보고 싶어. Yeah. Okay, cut. I'm out. 이게 마지막 에피소드. 호가분하게 밀린 영화 드라마 때리고 헌 시작됐으니 다 새로 꾸며야지. 옷차림도 머리도 걷는 폼까지도.
Alright, Jaehoon. Let's go.
Alright. 좋은 친구로 못 남게 따라라라라. I'm so dumb, you know. 멍청하게 네 번호 하나 못 치우고 멀쩡하게 네 생각해봐. 사랑 따위 하지 말지. 그래 진하게 욕이나 뱉지 가짜는 눈물 말고 네 진심이 뭔데 사못 같아 다정했던 사진 속 네 모습이 다 똑같아 이번엔 다를 거라 했었던 말도 Sometimes 꺼져버린 제발 But sometimes 네가 보고 싶다 난 요즘 살만해 살도 전부 섞고 친구도 만나 시험은
That was the house they were hanging out from the front.
번진 마스카라에 탕을 친다고 기분이 참 속이 들려 I could die for you 이제서야 넌 아까운 것 같니 Why you selfish way 이제서야 넌 사랑할게 난 너 없이도
Ooh. That's another one. Oh, God. That was another one where I feel like they ended it too abruptly. Like, it could have, yeah, I was going to say, it feels way too short. Like, they could have given me another, like, section, like, either given me another verse, or they could have given me a longer bridge or a longer chorus, and I would have been like, chef's kiss, would have been perfect timing. But I feel like the way they ended this song feels so abrupt. This song could have been 8 minutes long. Facts. Could have been listen, I would be curious to know what the longest K-pop song is, just for sheer like knowledge purpose, because I feel like their songs are I don't think there's been a K-pop song that's longer than like 4 minutes, maybe like 4.5 minutes. Like, if we're talking about song, we're not talking about like music video. I'm talking about like full on. I'm curious with the long. I'll have to look it up. I'd be curious to know. But very interesting. I like this one. This one is But Sometimes, if you're hanging out for Boy Next Door. I like the kind of like angsty 20 minutes, 119 remixes. Oh my God. Sarah says, I Google it, says Boa's Impossible is 6 minutes and 32 seconds long. Holy shit. Okay. Shout out to Boa. No, I think this was great. Like, I kind of like the angsty, like a little tinge, little tinge of emo in there. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of little minor chords. Like, definitely feel it. You know, you definitely feel sad about yourself. Okay, in terms of long songs, RM has a 6 minute and 29 second song. Lucy has a 6 minute and 18-second song. Kaylee says 119 remixes is 20 minutes. It has like every K hip hop artist on it practically. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Whoa, that's awesome. I'll have to check that one out on a stream at some point. That'd be fun. No, I thought this one was. I think this one definitely plays off of like when, again, I can resonate with this song as someone who like during their teenage years and like early adulthood, you know, got broken up with. You know, it does happen. So I feel like you do feel like that like level of angst about your ex partner or what have you, or somebody you like. And so I you know, I feel that. I feel like anybody can feel those feelings, certainly. But I think they do a really great job of conveying it like that doesn't feel like over the top. You know what I mean? Like, it feels very realistic. I feel like it feels very realistic to what I would imagine Boy Next Door to do. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting them to be screaming and being like really rowdy, right? Like, that isn't the type of vibe that I attribute their music to. So I feel like they played very well to their strengths in terms of like, this is more of a lyrical, like, I'm mad rather than musical, am I mad, right? So I like this a lot. I think my favorite part of the song was Jaehoon. Shout out to Jaehoon. His rap section was awesome. Like, felt very methodical, felt very flawless. Like the way his delivery is and how confident he is in delivering some of those lyrics, I think was really incredible, and it shows off that skill. So, really enjoyed that. I love the chorus of this song. Definitely feels like it is a little bit of a ship passing in the night in some ways, just because the song is so short. You know, it feels like you get a moment to kind of savor that chorus for a few moments, and then it goes away, which is a little upsetting. But I wish it was a little bit longer. I think that's probably my only gripe with the song, is that I just wish it had a little bit more, just a little bit more to it. And I think that, again, that has that has a lot to do with like the KOZ slash Hybe label. So Cal says this is the angst song, the teenage angst song. Sarah says, okay, but think about it. The song is short and angsty like a teenage romance. That okay. Okay. You're cooking, Sarah. I can see that. I can envision that. That's true. But I could also attribute my like short and angsty teenage years to how Hybe and KOZ have short songs. So by extenuated circumstances, both are true. So very nice. We are keeping it moving. The next one is Earth, Wind, and Fire, not to be related with the band Earth, Wind, and Fire. So let's check it out. I love those vocal bends. Nice.
Let's make it man. 몸에 베이는 내일이 can 내일은 major. 벌써 저장통에 yeah. Some cheesy, greasy, freezy, breezy. Baby, 맛소리 다닐 때 가로세 more. 하늘 높은 줄 모르고 살던 내게 이런 일이야. Think I love it more than 내 자존심. 그 짠 게 뭔지. 넌 내 불꽃 잡혀 때론 바람이 잡고 땅굴 바람 그보다 늦은 more. 매일매일 널 숨도 못 쉬고 불러 you. You're my earth, wind and fire. Earth, wind and fire. 왜 넌가 방제방 나랑 갈라 해. 이것저것 조심해 say yes.
All right, very nice. This was Boy Next Door, Earth, Wind, and Fire. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. I do remember listening to this one. I listened to it in Japanese. As I mentioned before, I think this was on the first take. If I'm like 95% positive, that was when I last listened to it. I loved it then, and I would like to inform you that my thoughts on this song still have not changed. I really love this song a lot. Um, I believe Sarah made my comment saying, "Oh yeah, I remember you listened to this because you were surprised that they did the sped up section live." I was surprised, and I still am surprised. I think that's so much fun. It's impressive that they do it live. Just because again, the vocals on that were so quick. They do have a first take, so probably okay, perfect, Kaylee. This was so much fun. I think this one's extremely catchy. That chorus is super infectious. I remember really loving that chorus, but like listening to the Korean version of this, I was like, damn, this one goes super, super fun. Also, shout out to Sungwoo. He sounded incredible. I believe he was in that bridge section, popping off. I love his vocals so much. And I also gotta give a shout out to Tae-san at the beginning. He sounded incredible. I don't feel like I pointed him out as much, but he was super, super fun. And I like his tone. He's got a really distinct tone that I am surprised that I haven't really noticed as much, but maybe he's doing some different vocal inflections on this song. But this one's just so good. Like, I think it's undeniable at how, like, again, infectious that chorus is, but like I'm gonna be thinking about that chorus probably for the rest of the time I'm awake. So definitely love this song. This was definitely one I enjoyed last week, or not last week, last time we listened to Boy Next Door. And great shit. This one might be the hard one to beat, honestly. I know I said that about but sometimes actually Serenade. I said that about Serenade, but I think right now so far Earth, Wind, Fire is number one. Serenade's like a super close second. So very nice. Sarah says this one is my go-to karaoke song, and I tried the sped up section, but usually just it's usually just gibberish or screaming. To be fair, for you to literally attempt that, I think is incredible. So kudos to you, Sarah. Very nice. All right. We are keeping it moving. The next one we have is another song that I'm not familiar with, but it looks like Kaylee said it is dangerous. Let's check it out. Damn, he's sneaking out.
Everybody, be quiet. Mom and dad should not hear this song. They need to put on their phones. I'm sure you'll all agree, bro. 건강하게 많고 please son 어릴 땐 그게 다라던 이원 할머니께 들었지 너네 아빠도 어렸을 때 다를 게 없지 뭐 폰은 비행기 모드고 다같이 Netflix and chill 통금오늘만 4am 제대로 놀 준비됐지 Sing it 다같이 돌자 동네 한 바퀴 하여튼간 못 속여 엄마 아빠 피 뭐 아니면 도 분위기 like 한가 혼자는 무서우니까 같이 놀아나가지 Little minutes that every 10 minutes all you know 거의 집 앞이란 말하고서 농땡이 피우지
Not him doing like a TikTok.
아빠 지갑에는 손댄 적 없지만 아빠 명품 옷을 걸친 적은 있어 어릴 적 혼날 때 엄마 잔소리 안 듣고 방바닥 무늬를 세워본 적도 있어 신고한세 부모님이 늦게 자서 조금 늦을 것 같으니 기다려달라 해 빼도 뭐라건 전지 지갑 두고 왔네 안에 접시 When you coming home little minutes When you coming home that every 10 minutes all you know 거의 집 앞이란 말하고서 농땡이 피우지 Alright 우린 잘 부지 what? What shall we pop out? Let's feel our some 더 coming. 장난 혹은 방황. Please don't tell my mom and daddy. 날은 저물었어. 갈 길은 멀었어. 옥상을 아직 들싸마. 아침을 반겨.
Oh my god.
깻잎이 없다 야. 깜짝이야.
No, Santa, come on, man.
야 이상혁은 돼지고기를 소고기만 하는 능력이 있어. 미우다스는 뭐야?
Man. All right, I don't think I'm gonna miss anything else. All right, this is Boy Next Door. The MV is called Dangerous. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. All right, I know we've talked about this before. This MV actually wasn't crazy, but some of the editing of the MV was a little wild. You know what I mean? Like, I got some of it obviously doing media and being familiar with media and stuff like that. So I thought it was funny. Like, I respect, shout outs to their editor. They did a great job. Or their team of editors did a great job with this, because this is like really out there, but it was really funny. They did a great job of shooting it. I think for the song itself, like, I think the song itself was like, it was solid. You know what I mean? Like, it isn't the type of song that I'm thinking, it isn't the type of song that I'm feeling like, oh, you know what? It's like what I expect them to do, right? Like, I feel like we've kind of gotten different shifts and different flavors of what I feel like Boy Next Door has been capable of doing. And this isn't the type of song that I feel like I would associate them with, but I thought this was very solid, you know? Like, I liked, shout out to Jaehoon again. The rapping in this was awesome. I feel like his flow is just so good, and like, you know, he can make this, he was really making this song work, and I respect that. But yeah, I like, lyrics were crazy. I was really trying to keep up with the lyrics and like the really insane editing of this MV. Like, obviously it's not the craziest MV I've seen, but like, it was definitely not one that I was expecting them to just do a bunch of like wild, like cut paste and like interesting like editing things going on. You know, I think it was very odd, but it worked out. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of neutral on this song. I don't really have like a I think, I don't want to say I don't have a positive experience, because I was laughing and having a good time, but like, this isn't the type of song that I feel like was one of the ones that are amongst my favorites, you know? Like, it is a good song nonetheless. There's nothing bad written about it, but I feel like this would probably not, like, if this came on and I was listening to it, I'd be vibing with it, but like, I don't know if I would go out my way to seek it out. So Cal says, part of why I love this song so much is because of the MV. It's just so fun. I will say, like, and I'm always curious on people's stance on this, like, does this song hold less weight if you aren't watching the MV? Because I think we learned that, at least in my opinion, I learned the exact opposite with 10. Like, Bambola's MV was just so crazy for me, but I love that song now. So it's like, I enjoy the song because now I'm able to focus more on it. And I don't really, not to say that I don't like the MV. MV's fun, but I feel like the musicality of something I enjoy more versus the opposite. So Sarah says, it's still a banger without the MV, just a different experience. Okay, fair enough. Kyle says, nah, I have the MV in my brain. It's permanent. That's fair. Kyle says, for this one, I like it with and without about the same. Oh, okay. Very interesting. All right. I'll have to check it out non-NV style next. Maybe I'll do it while I'm at work tomorrow. But and No Santa says, can we not say dad? I don't even want to finish the sentence. So with all that happening in this song, with them saying that is what you got. I feel like No Santa comes in here, says the most fucking out of whack shit, and just leaves. And I respect that so much. So, anyway, I was gonna say, Sunja says I'm gonna have to listen to it without the MV2. Okay, we'll check up on each other, Sunja, then see where we're at. But all right, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one is Nice Guy, and we are gonna be rocking. Sarah says No Santa comes in and makes me look real normal. All right, let's get into it. Y'all be popping off. I respect.
Let's raise up. Boy night. 서론이 길었나? Want to kiss you right now. I get you. Or night. 나로 속에 약간 nice guy, fresh guy, 어떤 night. 모두가 내게 말해 better watch out girl. 간지러운 나의 목소리. Cause I'll be the main baby. 타고난 끼가 운명인가 봐. Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl. You like it right? Oh no no no. Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl. You like me right? No no no. They say I can take my eyes off of you. 미치게 지식한 말투. 너만의 사람은 어렵고 빨리 말해줘 yes or no 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 no. 친구들이 밭에 얼굴만 비춰 잘난 내 story. 이제 뭐 딱히 재미가 없어서. Nice guy, fresh guy 맞지 right? 안 넘어오고는 못 배긴다니까. 섹시한 날 눈빛에 넘어와 my shawty. Oh baby baby I'm busy tonight. Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl. You like it right? Oh no no no. Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl. You like me right? No no no. 소리치 말고 난 그 말해 but you say it. I love you, baby, baby, please, please don't go away. 할 거지, I want to. Look at my eyes, look at my life, my girl. You like it right? Oh no no no. Look at my lovely and my life.
Not them as Minecraft characters.
Now I'm feeling like oh, oh, and my girlfriend 흔들리지 마요. Oh, oh, and my girlfriend come on the word. You know that what I'm saying. Good night, baby.
That's gonna be me in like the next MV. I'm gonna be like, good night, guys. Just pass out on stream. Very nice. All right, this was Boy Next Door, Nice Guy. If you're hanging out, we got one more after this. Oh, the giraffe. Oh my god, right here, glorious. We love to see it. This was great. This is definitely like way more in line, like I said, way more in line with was I would imagine them to write. So we're back in this. I love it. This is so much fun. I enjoy this music video so much. It's super fun, very energetic. What I expect Boy Next Door to do. I think the melody choice in this is excellent as well too. It's got a great hook, especially in that chorus. I think the chorus is really great in this song. I also think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Jaehoon doing the rap in the section with the dogs. Am I correct on that? This is Jaehoon, right? Crushed it. I thought it was super excellent. Also, shouts to that was Wonok. Oh, okay, was it? My man. I love it. Crushed it. He did great. I don't remember him doing that. Well, why are the why are we looking at all this shot at all the dogs? I just wanted to go to this part because I couldn't remember which member this was. Blooming Burb. I tend to do that sometimes, but why is that what Bob said? Okay, there's supposed to be there's supposed to be a boy there. I think it's just only a dog. Okay. Huh. Anyway, besides the point, this was a great section. Shout outs. I believe it was either Woonhak or Jaehyun. Shout outs to either one of them. They're great. Brent. What? Oh no. Is it? God, man. I was doing great. I was really cooking. It's too late, you know. Oh, no. You know, I have no further comments, Your Honor. Chat cooked me. No, I'm just kidding. He's got that dog in him. You're too crazy. He pulls out. Oh no. And okay, listen, this is getting too crazy. I again enjoyed the song, enjoyed this section. This was really sick. Shout outs to this section. I'm not gonna point out who it is, whatever. There was definitely some points in this MV that I noticed. This was from the previous MV. The shot on the roof, I think, was also where they potentially had shot that ending scene. I don't know. That's all I can remember. Other than that, catchy song. That was it. Very good stuff. Cute puppies. We're gonna move on to the final song so I can end this nightmare. So, let's check out "I Love You" next. Let's go.
그날 이후로 난 이렇게 살고 떠난 기타 한 번도 들지 못하고 그날 이후로
And then it goes into this.
웃기지 않다 세탁한 가기 밀려버린 빨래를 토해내고 머린 붕 떠 습세 나 빼고 분주한 창밖은 벗고 마저 바쁘고 글씨먹이로 복작이 없어도 당장에 내가 내 환생할 리만 뭐해도 셔 팔아서 곡이나 쓰는 거딱 죽기보다 싫은데 그날 이후로 난 이렇게 살고 떠난 기타 한 번도 들지 못하고 그날 이후로 난 이렇게 살아 웃기지 않는데 오늘만 I love you I 시대를 사랑해라 말하고 왜하면 좀 괜찮을까 Love you 원한테야 영감을 받은 척하고
It is good. I'm liking this.
떨고 떨어져 착진 결국 you So sick of being sober 널 다 노래 아닌 척 살아가겠지 오늘 내일 또 모레 지겹지만 척 팔아서 곡이나 쓰는 건딱 죽기보다 싫은데 그날 이후로 난 이렇게 살고 떠난 기타 한 번도 들지 못하고 그날 이후로 난 이렇게 살아 웃기지 그런데 오늘만 I love you I 시대를
없는 거잖아.
Huh? Is he? Wow. All right. Interesting. All right. This was Boy Next Door. I love you. Um. Huh? I'm lost. If you, I'm gonna go full screen. If you know what is going on in this MV and you are watching this now, please comment below your best experience on knowing potential storyline of this, because I don't, I'm lost, I'm confused. So no uppercase pointing, I'm doing it. Tell me in the comments or in chat, whatever. Thank you. Anyway, this song, because you listen, we're here for the music. This was a fantastic song. I love the instrumentation. I feel like Blooming Bird said it best with the very like Lucy type vibe of this song, which I love. Lucy, shout outs, great stuff. This feels very much in line with that, or like a what's the fuck? There's another group that I can think of. I think it's Zutamato, who did the closing song for the Dan Dan season 1. Feels very much in line with that. So like if you took Zutamato and combine it with Lucy, I think this would be very great. I love I love the like vocal lines in this song. It feels very like, feels very distinct. I love that they all kind of had their own very like whimsical way of singing in the song. I think the hook in the song is incredible too. So really appreciate that a lot. But yeah, overall I think this was a probably my favorite one so far, which ironically enough is their newest song. So I feel like their new season that they are in as a group would be very sick. So yeah, definitely enjoyed this a ton. Great song. Curious to see what their musical discography is going to be next. So very cool. Kaylee says, "Oh my god, we were kind of right." Okay. Kaylee says the music video for "If I Say I Love You" follows a narrative structure depicting the 6 members as different personalities of the same boy dealing with the aftermath of a rejection. Ooh, that's crazy. Blooming Bird says tune into Lucy's 6th episode. Wang Chung, Wang Chung, out April. Out April 23rd, everyone. Ooh, yeah. That's what the wiki says. Okay, appreciate Kaylee doing the research. We love to see it. Sanjay says the snowball is a flower. All the boys are one. Those says I just need a meatball appearance, so now I can finish the drinking game. Cal says yes. I also felt the music video. Felt the MV was very team, but maybe that's just the cold weather. Ooh. Yeah, you could make a stream bingo card for me. That would be wild. Blooming Bird says theory suggested he went back to fix his mistakes, not confessing to the girl, which is the flower in the snowball. Ooh. That's a good. I like that. I like that theory. I do feel like I agree with Sarah. I think Sarah said that, like, it feels very Final Destination-y, and he's just learning from his mistakes. I could see that. And Kelly says I legit almost made a bingo card for the shoot the other day. Is there okay? That's insane. That there's things that I do consistently. That's scary. Oh boy. Anyway. Boy Next Door was very cool. I'm finally glad that we got to tackle them after a little bit. I know some people have been asking for me to get into Boy Next Door, so glad I could concede and do them along with Zykers tonight. So, favorites for tonight, I Love You is number one. Um, ooh, that's tough. Earth, Wind, and Fire is probably my second, and Serenade would probably be my third favorite. Um, those were the hits for me. Nice Guy is probably my honorable mention. I thought that was very interesting, but I think I'll go with that. That's my choices for this evening. So very cool, very cool. Let's see what we got. Sarah says, "Nice Guy, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Serenade. Love to see it." Blooming Bear says, if their composer let them give them more songs that were longer than 3 minutes, I'd stand so hard. That's what we were that's what we were arguing, Blooming Burp. So I feel you on that immensely, because that was my gripe with a couple songs. They were like just a smidge longer. They would be excelente. So Sonja says Serenade was my favorite. Very nice, very nice. Kaylee says Serenade, then everything else. Ooh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Cool. Kaylee, thanks for the playlist. Much love to you. Appreciate y'all. I don't know what we are doing Wednesday. We have not decided. So maybe I'll ask Discord on what we could be doing. If you aren't here or you're new here, come join Discord. That is where I often discuss what we are doing next. So if you would like to be in the know, that is the best place to know those things. Blooming Bird says, my top tracks for B&D has always been Serenade, Earth, Wind, Fire, and the new If I Say I Love You. So Let's See the Stars is also a nice B-side. Ooh, okay. Sarah says, this is once again my end of stream call to action to follow Brandon on Twitch so we can do my Boys Planet PowerPoint. That is true. It is ever growing. So if you would like to follow, please follow. It would be a great time. Yes, I was gonna say YouTube, follow the Twitch. That would be awesome if you could do that. Yeah. I don't know what else. I have some videos I have to post. I did post the new Nizu deep dive, so that's up now on Patreon. It will be up on YouTube probably next week. I've been trying to kind of space them out a little bit more so Patreon feels like they're not getting gypped. So they will go out a little later. But yeah, that's the vibe. Wednesday, if you have suggestions, maybe I'll take your suggestions to heart and we'll do them. So whatever gets the most upvotes in Discord, I think we'll probably do next. So thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. There will most likely be another Saturday stream if you are watching this. Potentially, I had done full album reviews this past Saturday. So people in chat and y'all seem to enjoy that. So, we will probably do that again, potentially on Saturday or Chaos. I haven't decided yet, but we will try to kind of do a little bit of that. So, we'll be vibing, but that is it. Let your opinions be known in Discord. That would be really awesome. Y'all have been fantastic as per usual. Thanks for the laughs. We will see y'all on Wednesday then. Peace, y'all.